what I'm saying because I'm talking too fast. We're going to go ahead and cancel. Next button down, we're at Setup. This is where you can set up general information about the vehicle. We'll go ahead and hit General. Here you can change the language, the keyboard layout, the line color, basically just in general things about pretty much the general setup. You can set the clock here. You are on Eastern, so we're going to keep that. I'm going to go back. You can also change the voice commands a little bit. You can change the voice volume. You can change it, take it to where the auto voice guidance is off. Basically, you can just mess with the voice settings. Over here is your navigation settings, and this is also where you can put in preset destinations, also home, also basically put in a lot of other things here. So we'll go ahead and detailed navigation settings. And basically just kind of go through and change the settings of whatever you want. We're going to go down. Here's also your phone settings. You can manage your phone book. I mean, pretty much all things that we've kind of talked about. I mean, connect the phone. That's just another way that you can. Sorry, I kind of slipped there. So manage phone. So you can actually. That's another way to get into pairing the Bluetooth. You can change the volume of the ring, the volume of the voice. I think the ring volume sometimes is a little loud, so you can turn that down a little bit if you want. One option I think is very interesting is you can actually do your maintenance. Again, we're in Setup, and then I'm going to hit Vehicle. And if you hit the Maintenance tab, here's where you can actually schedule your next service. So engine oil, I'm going to go ahead and set that for you. Now, one thing some people may not realize, with Toyotas, oil changes are not supposed to be done until about 5,000 miles. If you talk to a general oil and lube place, they'll say it's every 3,000 miles, but I think that's more so that they can make a profit. I think that's kind of their idea. But as far as Toyota is concerned, they say 5,000 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in for you. Hit OK. And then basically it's going to count down when you need your oil change. I'm going to hit OK. So basically taken care of there. Also, now that's pretty much all the settings. You do have a display settings that you can mess with. Let me actually get out of this real quick. We'll go back to to get to the home screen, to the map. You just hit Map Voice. I'm going to hit the display button, and this is where you can actually turn off the screen right there. You just hit any button to bring it back up. But display, here you can change the contrast. You may not want to mess with that or the brightness. But basically that's where you can turn off the screen if, say, you're in a drive-in movie or just don't want that map really bright out to you. All in all, that's pretty much most of the settings with the nav and the Bluetooth. I know we've gone over almost 25, almost 30 minutes, but just a little bit more, and then we'll be, for the most part, done. Over here is your air conditioning controls. This is where you can do your temperature. Basically, that'll turn the fan completely off, or you can go on auto. Again, you probably want to go ahead and keep the auto on. Right here, that's for recirculation or bringing the air out. You can go through your modes. Now, modes basically tell where the air is going. The auto, what it does, if you look at this, it basically just goes ahead and it makes it so that the temperature regulates to that temperature right there. Right here, this is your filter, basically to filter the dust particles out of the air. You probably do want to keep that on for the most part, but not if it's too cold. We'll go ahead and turn that off. Again, front defroster, rear defroster. Here's your fan speed. Again, if you have the auto on, then you're going to end up turning it off with the fan speed. Okay, so your Your auto temperature is going to set to this temperature, whereas the fan speed or the temperature, I'm sorry, the temperature and the auto will work, but it's the fan speed that will make it so that your auto temperature will work. Now let's see. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn that off for now. Now here are 3 buttons that you may know a little bit about already. The EV mode. Now this is only available if you have some charge in a battery. You can't go very far. This is basically the car running just off the battery. In general, you probably can't really go more than a mile, but it's handy if the car is charged and you're at home and you want to leave early in the morning without waking the family or without the car being too loud. Not that the Priuses are loud anyway. If you hit that button, basically you'll run just off the battery and the engine won't even start. Eco mode, that's your economical mode where you won't have as much power or torque, but you'll get better gas mileage. And then power mode, you don't get as good of gas mileage, but you get better power and better torque. Obviously right here, here's your safety, your hazard lights. All in all, that's pretty much it. I know it's been a long ride here. A couple more things real quick. Cruise control, if you're not familiar with the Toyotas, to set it, you need to turn it on by pushing that in, and then to set it, you push it down. And then you can speed up by pushing it up, or speed down by pushing it down. To turn it off, basically either hit that button or you put your foot on the brake. Over here, you have your lights on and off, signal up and down, pretty self-explanatory. Over here, you do have your windshield wipers. This little turn here is for the rear windshield wiper, and then up and down is for the front. And then you do have some intermittent controls right here to kind of help you with different types of rain. One other thing, you'll probably notice this when you actually get the car. If it's dark and you can't really see these controls too well, if you just barely put your hands on them, the screen will show up and it'll light up what your hand is hovering over. To set the clock, basically, and this is the clock for up there in the dash. You're going to use it right here, and you can also change from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. All in all, that's pretty much it. One thing you do have over here, remember you do have 2 glove boxes. Also, you have a nice little basic operation information guide here that'll be in the glove box. That'll show you how to use everything that I just went over, at least most of it. But if you have any questions, please let me know. I think that's pretty much it. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. But for the most part, that's it. And I hope you enjoy your Prius. We'll have it cleaned up and ready for you. And on the road Friday morning, it should be there around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. So if you have any questions in the meantime, please let me know. And I'll try to make sure that your window sticker's in the glove box along with your extra set of keys and your manuals. And I'll send more information about the manuals in the email that I sent you. But again, thank you for purchasing this vehicle. I hope that you love it. I hope that it's going to be a great surprise for your wife. Again, you are gonna receive a survey about our job here at Roberts Toyota. And again, if you can't mark everything excellent on there, please let us know, and we will make it so that you feel comfortable enough to do so with what we do to correct it. But if you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to hearing from you.